Hi everyone, this is Divine Diva 222, and let's dive in with Divine. Man, let me tell you, I am in such a happy mood. I just feel like a lot of you have been enlightened, and you know what? Go with the flow. I'm to the point that I'm not even hungry. So I'm just following what Spirit wants me to do, and that's fast. Many of you need to detox. I took my spiritual bath. I got some messages, and there's two particular people here that may watch me. I get the name Mathew, and then there's a John here as well, and John's not doing okay. So that's what I'm here for. So today I flipped the Bible on Matthew 6. Matthew 6 speaks about be careful not to be too proud. You know, just because God chose you, it doesn't mean you have to be conceited about it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Spirit. A lot of the times, if you follow the flicker of the light of the candle, you'll get confirmation that way as well. I'm someone that gets messages from even outside, the birds. It could be a fire truck. It could be a cop. It could be so many things. I know this reading is on point because I started this reading on 12/12. Okay, look it up. It's an angel number. So this all talks about, I think someone is going to come forward. Okay, someone's going to come forward and they're going to ask you for help. This person's in need. This person might have been a person that had everything and they thought they were all that. They even spoke of people that didn't have good credit. They spoke about people that has lost everything and then ended up in the streets with nothing. They even, my nose is itchy. They even spoke of the homeless. They would step right over them. If they asked them for money, they'd be like, go get a job. All right. I'm picking a lot on air signs. Okay. And don't worry, I'm going to do the rest of the zodiac signs. Okay. And, you know, I don't want to say zodiac signs because we all can carry, like I told someone before, that I am an Aquarius, but I act like a Virgo. I love to be home. I love to be indoors all the time. I'm a hermit. If anyone knows me, I'm a hermit and I'm comfortable. You know, I don't need to be out there all the time. So we can, you know, it's not so much as the zodiac sign, you know, but, you know, I do the reading. So, you know, if it's resonate, I always say if it resonates, it resonates, but we can embody any of the zodiac signs. Okay. So this is someone that in the beginning of my transformation, I was guided to grab paintbrushes and, you know, you don't know what you can do unless you do it, right? So this is part of the message today that Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit has for you. So today I was going through my paintings and I saw this. This is a painting that when I tell you that Spirit had a hand in this and said, this is what many of us are dealing with. We're not dealing with flesh and blood, but with evil spirits. Okay, they're within our sisters, our brothers, our fathers, our mothers. It doesn't matter. The devil does not discriminate. He will choose your children. It does not matter. All right. When I tell you that Spirit had a hand in this was one of the most creepiest painting that came out almost perfect. And I believe is spirit grabbed my hand and was painting for me, because I'm not a painter. I never was until I was guided to do so. This is one of the masks that came out almost creepy, because look at the eyes. This was like by mistake, and it came out like a creepy eye. But this painting right here speaks volume. And when I tell you I had nothing to do with even this, okay, this is epoxy and resin. This, I put too much on this and it formed the shards. It looks like glass. This is what happens when you deal with a narcissistic person. They cut deep, all right? When it's like you're addicted. It's not, thank you, Spirit. It's not like you are addicted to their demons that they have inside. The devil does not let you go that quickly. They come back until they're done with you. They will destroy you and your family and the very path that you walk on. They can go up to calling your job, making you lose your job, up until you lose your license. Narcissistic people are no one to play with. Not even games. Don't even avenge. Don't even revenge. You never pay evil with evil anyways. The only people that can change, the only thing that can change these type of people, or this type of, let me not say people, but spirit, is God himself. These people need to be destroyed. They need destruction and tower moments in their lives for them to change. You can't do it. God has to do it. They have to go to a point that they crumple up in a fetal position, like a newborn baby. This is the only way, is when you break them apart. You have to break these people apart. And some of them are not so lucky. They commit suicide. I'm picking up on some people in mental institutions. They can't take it anymore. They don't know how to. They don't know how to fight their demons. So if they're alcoholics, they're going to drink more. If they're drug addicts, they're going to just OD on drugs. That's what happens. But I'm getting, someone thought they were in love. They got married with the devil. They got married with someone worse than them, because you attract who you are. And they saw us and they threw us away because our outside was not perfect. But hello, if you never had surgery, you will not be perfect. No one is perfect, even with surgery, because their insides are rotting. Those that look perfect on the outside, they're rotten. You're dealing with evil Jezebel spirits. Jezebel spirits are nothing to play with. They're in men and there are in women. In some women, in some men, there are leviathans. I keep hearing whim. I don't know, whim and a whim. I don't know. It might make sense to someone. And then there's another one here. That this just so happened again to create a shard, like a knife, like glass cut. They cut. Someone's a cutter. They cut their skin as well, I'm getting spirit said. But these are the many masks that they wear. They play like they're stupid, like they don't know what you're talking about, like, huh? They act like whatever you tell them they don't know about, but they know. They know what they're doing. Okay, this is a please. They're mockers. Please, oh please. They like to say, oh please. You're nobody. Who do you think you are? This person's not thinking this way any longer. I'm gonna tell you that much. Very hurt. They're very jealous. They're very envy. I'm picking up male. Oh my gosh, like male energy. You wouldn't believe it. Awful, awful, awful. But they are down and out. But now they're jealous of you because you're moving up. Okay? And everything is no. Everything is stern. They're controlling, they're manipulative. They want things their way, to go their way. They could be living in your house. They could be eating your food and sitting on your couch. They'll still be controlling. Where are you? Why didn't you call me? I'm serious. I'm not playing. This is them. Everything is no. Very controlling. I said no. And that's it. They want you to die. Whenever they see you, they'll flicker their eyes at you sideways. They'll look at your photo. They'll look at your photo and they'll look at you sideways like, who does she think she is? I wish she would just go away. I wish she would just die. And there's women too that are doing this. Okay? And then you have these people that, I don't care, go. Go. You didn't do any, go. I don't care. That's good. But in all actuality, inside, they're calling you every name in the book. And they're seeking to destroy you. They'll say, go. Too proud, Go ahead, go. Okay, they'll even come and say, I love you, but this is how they're really looking inside. They wear many masks. They know how to flip the script. Okay, Spirit is also saying go back here because this mask can see, they can gaslight you and love bomb you, and they can please. This too, Spirit said, go back to this one, tell them about gaslighting and bombing. Yeah, they can do that. And then we have this one. Like, what? You tell them the truth and they're like, what? Many masks. Narcissistic people wear many, many masks. And you have to be careful because they will trick you. 12-12 on the timer, as I said that. Okay, but we are not going to concentrate on that. This is not what this reading is about. But I needed to inform you that this is the type of person that is going to come towards you. They hurt you already. But okay, are you still alive? Are you still breathing? Is everything okay with you? Sure. This is what healing is part. The whole thing is, you don't pay evil with evil. How is anybody going to ever learn? If somebody yells at you, you yell back. How is anything going to be solved, right? I know I've healed. So this segment is, that's who they were. They're changing, right? But at times God is saying, okay, that he commands one thing from us is to love each other. Okay? And that right now, there's many people that thought they had friends, but they know now that they never had a good friend. It was fake, right? So I'm hearing the Bible verse, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharps another. Meaning, you do for me and I do for you. And that's part of me connecting with someone yesterday, is that I wanted input and I felt this person's energy and I gave this person the message that Spirit had. And let me tell you, this person's like, let's help each other out. Let's do this. And I'm like, wow. It's like I asked Spirit for guidance and someone to help me, and God sent it to me. It's amazing. It was 14:14 on the clock, on the timer, 55. So what Spirit was telling many of you to be careful, do not be misled. This person's changing, because I saw 555 when I saw Spirit is like, I had told you, do not be careful. Do not let this person mislead you when they come towards you. And lo and behold, Spirit said, this person's changing. Right? And so when they come forward, Who are you to say, I told you so? No, that's not what transformation's all about. That's not what guidance is. That's not what God stands for. When you go through your trials and your destruction and your chaos in your life, and then you do the inner work and then you change, hello, what's the whole point? Is that you want everybody else to get the help that they need so they too can change. So we all can love each other and we can all help each other and work together, right? So when someone seeks guidance from you and attention and help, maybe you can help them. It's up to you, but I rather help them because I want them to succeed in life. Because love always does this. Love will always guide someone in the right direction, will give them the proper attention, will give them the proper help. Criticism, never. Okay? To criticize someone, what are you gaining in that when none of us are perfect? None of us. Okay? Because at times we might, we're human. We at times, okay, so Spirit is saying at times you could be all good. You can think about this person. You can think about the laughter and the good times you had with these people. But, the devil never gives up. They'll always come and whisper, but this mother freaker did this to you. This heifer did this to you. Blah, 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 blah. And then you start thinking negative and then you project it. You got to be careful when you do that, because that person that's what you were, how you're thinking about that person. That's who you were before. You got to be careful what you're projecting onto someone else, because it's the same thing that's you. You're giving off for yourself, like who you are. It's easier to get angry, right, at someone when you can think of all the reasons that you love them. And then it changes. Love does that. And that's what God loves. For you to think the negative and say, you know what, goodbye. It's not time. Don't even question someone. If you know if they want to come up with the truth, let them. But you don't need to dig. You don't need to ask, well, why did you do this to me? Well, why did you do that? Why did you? No, that's not what is the answer here. That's not what you want. You want someone to come forward and be real with you. That's it. And be real. Show them that you were always that friend. Nothing has changed. You know what I mean? The only thing that's changed is that you know that you're worthy. You know that no one can mess with you again, and you won't let anybody mess with you again. You won't downplay and downgrade yourself. That's the only thing that's happened. God reveals to you your enemies, but for you to make peace with them, not for you to go and seek revenge. That's not how the world operates, and that's not how it should operate, because it is operating in that way. The world needs healing. All of you know this. Every day you see murders out there, you see accidents happening. These things are happening for a reason. So Mathew 6 speaks about giving to someone that is in need. And you need to be careful about how you practice being righteous in front of other people just to be seen. And I'm picking up, someone thought they can trust someone. And then someone mocked the other person and said, look, they thought they were all, and went and just, now they know, which is good, guys. It's sad in the beginning, but see the big picture. Now you can put that person away. Now you can walk away from that person. They showed you who they were. When someone showed you who they are, that's gold. Move forward, right? All right. So when someone comes to you and they ask you for something, God wants you to give it to them. You don't need to announce. You don't need to be on Facebook and on freaking Instagram, on TikTok saying, well, I give. Listen, there's two different types. There's another one where you're asking for people to support you and give you money so you can, buy things. Some people are guided to animals, fund the animals, fund the hungry. That is different from what I'm saying. I'm talking about when someone comes forward to you and asks you for money or a place to stay, or please help me, I don't feel good because I'm getting someone that's very, very sick right now. It's not time to be like, that's what the F you get. Who are you to ever do that? Because you are going to need it one day. And I'm picking up someone had all of this in their hand and they were treating people like trash. And now they're in the same predicament as those other people. So if they come to you, do not announce it. Like this scripture talks about announcing it like trumpet. Like you have a microphone in front of you. Okay? Just so people could look at you and honor you and put you on the pedestal and be like, look, this person's such a... I don't care who. I don't care who knows what I do and what I don't know. If I ever give to someone, God knows I did. That's enough for me. And this is so beautiful that it came because my son is such a sweetheart. He sees, and I've always taught him to give. We might not have a lot, but just give because God will give you more. Money is nothing. Yeah, sure, it buys stuff, but it's not like people put money on a pedestal and you can't serve two masters, guys. God knows who to give money to and who not to. Trust me on that. So my son goes to this homeless man and gives him $10 and he looks, he's like, you made a mistake. And my son said, no, I gave you that. So, my son called his grandfather and told his grandfather, and I was like, Elijah, you don't need to tell people stuff that you do. The only person you have to prove anything to is God. He saw you, but you don't go and announce it to everybody that you did this, you did this, you did that, you did that. You don't need to do that. To be honored by others when God is the only one you need to be honored by. You will receive your reward in full when it comes to God. Trust me. When you give to someone in need or the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. I know many of you have heard that. Okay? Because you're give in secret. And in secret, God will reward you. Meaning, many of you are going to fall in money. I'm talking about real money. God is going to bless you for those that keep giving and they don't have anything. And they just kept giving. Give, And I am picking up an energy crying because Spirit will give me that energy way before they even see this video. And that's the beauty of Holy Spirit. Because I know someone that needs, they are in pain right now. They're in agony. Okay? Give it, let it go, give it. God will reward you. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites. For they love to go to church, they love to pray, standing in the churches and on the street corners just to be seen. Okay, I'm getting fake people in church and fake pastors, people that work inside the church. They love to be seen, see me after church. Like, and a lot of them, it's all about money. A lot of these churches, it's all about money. Why they buy their wives these $150,000 to $200,000 cars, while there's people can't even pay their rent. They're going to church, giving money to the church, and you're there living lavishly. That's not of God. So you could be seen with your Mercedes driving to church while somebody can't even get to church? That's not of God. You're a show off. You are an evil spirit that's falsely used the name of God to get some people's hopes high, just so you can get your way. These are false prophets, and you all need to wake up to that. God really wants you to go into your room. Mathew 6, verse 5. I'm sorry, 6:6. Oh, look at that. Matthew 6:6. It's saying be careful. Right there. Okay? It says, but when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father, who is unseen, just like the oxygen that we need to breathe. We can't see it, but we need to live. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans do, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him, because he knew you before you were born, before he knitted you in your mother's womb. He already knows everything. Did he not know that Peter was going to deny him 3 times? Peter knew about it, and you would think he would change it, and he didn't. He's like, no, I would never, Jesus, I would never. God knows you before anything. He knows what's going to happen. That's why when you live righteous and you are in God's hands, you don't ever have to worry. You do not have to fear mere mortals. They're human beings. They cannot touch you. Sure, the devil is powerful, but God is the almighty powerful. So when they come to you and they need help, give them help in secret. You don't need to go blast when someone needs help. Jesus is the bread of life, okay? Whoever goes to him will never go hungry, and whoever believes in him will never be thirsty. Guys, I'm just a messenger. I am one that God chose to give you this message. These messages come from God. And when these messages flow to me, it makes me, it just fills me up. And when I say you don't go hungry, you don't go thirsty, I mean it. Because God lives inside me. I'm not hungry. Like, I'm going to fast. I'm going to fast for 3 whole days. I'm going to fast. I'm going to do nothing but liquids. Because I want this. I want me fasting for those that are suffering. My fasting for God to help them. And I don't care if these people went as far as wishing me death. I'm still here. God is real. You need to repent, because time is here and it's now. And it's because you're going to see the sign of the time. I'm telling you. The sign of time is approaching us. And when God comes Listen, there's going to be angels that's going to appear in the sky. Some people are still going to turn their face. They still don't care. They're like, no, I'd rather be rich now. I'd rather live in Dude, give me a daggone school bus that has a bathroom inside, a bed inside. I'm going to be happy because I can take that bus and I can travel anywhere. As long as I have a piece of bread to eat and water and live happy like I am now, I wouldn't trade this peace for anything. I want everybody to feel like me. I want everybody to win. It's all about winning. It's all about us getting together and doing what's good for each other. 30-30 on the timer. Help if you want to help. I'm going to help. I want to help. I don't want anybody to suffer because I know what it feels like to be alone. I know what it feels like to be outcasted. And sometimes now I think like, what do I was scared of? What can they're bullies. It's because I wasn't a bully, so it intimidated me, of course, because I didn't know any better. But who is anybody? Who cares what anybody says about you? You're crazy. You must be a lesbian. You use people. Come on. God reveals everything. They are doing this. They're the ones that do these things when they spit out. These are their own words. But for some, they're regretful. They're disappointed in themselves because they didn't get to know you for who you are. They heard what other people were saying and they believed them. Okay? Spirit is saying if you keep the commands, you will remain in his love. Just as I have kept my Father's command. All right? We need to accept people for who they are, even if their faith is weak. Who are they going to learn from? Who are they going to learn from? We need not to judge. Because some of them weren't even born knowing about God. Their family used witchcraft. Their family misguided them. Okay? A lot of the things that happen changes someone's perspective. They don't know any better, so they become angry. Okay? I'm going to leave you guys with this. A rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds. Yet flexible, seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. All right? When the ocean, I don't know why I keep seeing the color green and blue, and I'm like almost addicted to ocean. I don't know. I love eating seaweed all the time as well, but someone lives near the water or someone goes to the ocean all the time, maybe. But if you look at seaweed, the waves, they're powerful, but you'll see the seaweed moving and it does not budge, right? So right now, Spirit wants to gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. This is for somebody that was like, I'm not taking this person back. I might help them, but I'm not going to take them back. But guess what? There's a word called compromise. And I'm telling you right now, some of these people did not make decisions based on how they felt about you, because I'm picking up someone is deeply in love with someone. It's a very deep connection. And they know that you were the true friend. You were the ride. I wouldn't say die, but they'll save you if you're dying, though. They'll try to help you in that way. But being flexible is good, Spirit is saying. Surrender your fixed ideas. And I'm telling you, I'm picking up on air signs. Air signs is a fixed, right? It's fixed. There's another set of zodiac signs that are fixed too. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. And in this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, to be a little looser. So be more flexible, loosen up, because a lot of you are uptight, and allow for another outcome. So there could have been something that Spirit was saying no to a lot of the times. And that makes sense as to the energy I was picking up in the beginning of the reading, is that someone that you were to be careful not to be misled has changed. So thank you, Spirit. Spirit is saying nothing is set in stone. When it comes to God, nothing is set in stone. If someone wants something, something good enough, like something wanted bad enough, they'll change and they'll prove themselves into you. So, okay, so let me see. I'm hearing the word compromise. So compromise can be the best way forward. If you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing, stay aware, be curious, and teachable. So, okay, so it's someone that had limited beliefs, stuck in their ways, stuck in their religion, stuck in their, So right now, Spirit is asking you, is saying you are curious and you are teachable, that you can be taught, and someone is learning to learn from you. So take life on life's terms and still be rooted, though. Spirit does not want you to be, Spirit wants you to be practical, like balance out spirituality and what you need to do in the world as well. Okay? You're still going to be abundant, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. And Spirit says they love you so much. When I say they're spiritual light beings, there's angels. I don't know, I'm telling you right now. As I was painting, there was a painting I did. It's wet right now because I put the epoxy and resin film over it to give it the shine. And I have to admit, it is a beautiful painting, and at times I don't have a hand in it. Okay, I'm working with alcohol ink based paint. Well, it's not paint, it's alcohol ink. Thank you, Spirit. And let me tell you, when I work with that, it's Spirit designs the painting. It's amazing, and I'm going to show it to you when I do the reading for one of the signs tomorrow. But today I'm going to do fire signs. I keep hearing Sagittarius. Like somebody wants me to do the reading Sagittarius. I'm going to do Sagittarius after this. As I was recording the painting, something remarkable happened to me. I was guided to look up to the ceiling. And as I was laying down one day, I felt something around me, and I kept looking up to the ceiling and down to the right side, to the left side. Let me tell you something. Every day is a miracle when it comes to God. And when you are anointed by God, God will show you all types of signs. But in this, right now, this energy that I'm talking about, it's not God. This is someone sending a sign. Someone is very, very into the spiritual world. They know how to do things. They used to do things in an evil way, but they have flipped the script. They are no longer doing that any longer. But this person does dabble, and they sent me something to look at. And as I was guided, as Spirit was guiding me to look up to the ceiling, I saw, it looked like a child took a green crayon. So this might be confirmation for somebody. Scribbled the crayon and scribbled a line, okay? And then an arrow. And then it looked like a bird or an angel. And then on another spot, I would have to talk about this when I do the reading, because it was freaking amazing. I took pictures of it to try to figure out what is that drawing, but it was up in my ceiling. So there's not, my son is not here, that, you know, he's of age and he wouldn't scribble on no wall. And if he did, it would be in a wall like where it's eye level. But this, to be on the ceiling of my apartment, it was a sign. Someone is trying to tell me something, like they're moving forward. Something has happened. Because I spoke of arrows the other day. But someone is showing me something. And, you know, I'm going to meditate on that drawing. Okay, that's going to be confirmation for someone there. If your child has scribbled with crayons on the wall, pay attention. Don't get mad at your child because they did that. Pay attention to what your child drew, because nothing happens by coincidence. And when Spirit, when Angel uses a child, listen to what they're humming. Listen to the music. Listen to the way your child, every time my son calls me and shows me something, so many times he's doing math in school and then the numbers come out 444, 222. He always sends me signs. Okay, my son says things that, you know, has to do with my day, and it's confirmation. It's God giving you confirmation. You need to listen to that, okay? So I want to leave you with this. Sometimes the best way to remain sane is to love people like crazy. And someone loves you like crazy. Okay? So I'm going to ask Spirit to give us a message with these that I had made 2 years ago. Okay? Spirit, can you please give the viewer a message, okay? What do you need to tell whoever is going to view this message, okay? The answer is no. The answer is no. Okay, whatever you had on your mind, it's a no. You can ask someone for help, I'm getting. But to be with that person, it's a no. And I'm getting that you know why. And it was confirmed by the flicker of my candle. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Okay, guys. Thanks for hearing me out. And I hope I've inspired you. And I wish you a safe, happy day. See you later. Bye.